here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Well, there was no need for an alarm clock this morning as it has been a pretty stormy start to the day.
That is right. Let's find out if they'll be sticking around this afternoon with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, what can you tell us this morning?
Well, Carter and Alex, we're watching a couple things on radar. First and foremost, as Alex mentioned, you've probably been woken up by some of that thunder around the area or the flashes of bright light from that lightning. But a lot of the big storms have since faded in our area. Yeah, there's a couple here into St. Landry and St. Martin parishes. We'll talk about that in just a second. But go up to the north, and what do you see? A big blob of very heavy rain here, and this is something we're going to focus on. Just to give you an idea, this same system, so there's an outflow boundary that's down to the south from early morning storms. Remember, outflow is that rain-cooled air. That outflow boundary is down to the south, and that is helping to spur a lot of this activity. That same system causing some big flash flooding issues in New Orleans this morning. So our attention is going to be focused on what happens with all these storms back to the north and west. There is a trend for this to sink to the south, and that could lead later on this morning to some flooding concerns. Now, right now, we are looking at some very heavy rain towards Arnaudville, down towards Breaux Bridge, and up towards McClure. This area, though, is moving pretty rapidly out towards the Atchafalaya. Let's go around Lafayette. Sporadic showers out there, some heavier pockets of rain down towards Youngsville and Broussard, and then more back out to the west. We go towards the west and into Jeff Davis Parish. There's a few heavier pockets here just to the south of Elton. That's going to be riding up your way in the next 15 minutes, and Kinder as well. Out the door right now, well, you can see I-10 and I-49, the low clouds moving on in, some wet roadways out there. But overall, a much quieter situation than what we had a little while ago. Now, thunderstorms still being reported in Opelousas. Also back towards Abbeville, you can see some more of these big storms out towards the Atchafalaya that are going to go just to the north of Morgan City. But again, our focus is going to be on the big storms back to the north and west. Do they come down and kind of build and cause some flooding concerns? Our Futurecast says yes, by 10 o'clock, right along the I-10 corridor and not moving very much. So that is a concern that we're going to be following here. Now, eventually, as we get into the afternoon, much of this pushes out to the east. Then we get a little bit of a break. Some storms start to fire up once again here into the afternoon and evening hours, but then things kind of go quiet overnight. You see, everything becomes very pop-up in nature. As we get to tomorrow morning, well, here goes a repeat of what we're dealing with just to the north of I-10. Now, this Futurecast model keeps much of this to the north tomorrow, but it's possible it could be farther to the south. And then later on tomorrow afternoon and into the nighttime hours brings this large line of storms back down to the south. Today, there is a flood risk. In fact, we're in that slight level, same as New Orleans. That's why I pointed that out earlier. We could see some of that concern as we get later on to the day. So storm chances through the morning time, then by midday, quieting down, and then we should see a few more starting to pop up later on this afternoon. If you're tired of the rain already, I got some bad news for you. We have at least 3 more days of these on and off storms with a flood risk extending through Wednesday. Then by Thursday, things start to dry out before towards the end of the weekend. Well, could see some more storms firing back up here across Acadiana.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll also check in with you in just a bit, Adam.
We sure will.